Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2025, and this is week 38. And what Rachel does in this one is she replicates, or sort of replicates, some tags that her mom made. And she was mentioning that her mom wasn't a real junk journaler or anything, so she didn't have a lot of supplies. But these tags that she made were really cute. They were kind of small. They combined collaging with some elements and some fabric and various things. So I'm just going to do my plan, what she did, and hopefully it will suffice. So basically, she took 2 sheets of paper and she put them together like this and collaged them. But what she found out was it didn't fit in her cutter that way. I'm going to do it this way. And so she pulled a lot of neutral papers. And I don't have a lot of neutral papers. But what I do have are some of these. I have like this page. Let me look. I'm looking in my drawer over here on my side. I've got these that we made for a different project, and they're already torn. So let's start with those and let's see how far we get. So basically it's just collaging with very neutral kind of papers, and I think I'm just going to line mine up here on the bottom on the line. I'm going to get my glue stick and my glue book over here, and I'm going to put a couple pieces right here in the center to hold these two together. I could actually put masking tape because masking tape makes for good collaging. But I'm just going to like take a piece and put it like right there. And that'll kind of hold it together for us. So I'm going to, I don't know if you can see over here. So I'm over here on the side. I'm just gluing this piece. I will stand up and see where we are in camera in just a second. And what this will do is, I think Rachel used book page on her back, but I don't have a lot of book pages, so I didn't want to utilize that as a backing and then have to back them anyways. That's why I opted for coffee dyed paper. Then I'm not making it very straight. Well, I guess it'll be fine. So let me look and see where we are in camera. Okay, so you can't see my glue book, so if I move this over here and I bring my glue book over, I think we should be okay. All right. Oh, I got a little space there, but I think we're okay there. So then I'm just going to take different pieces and glue them there. Her whole background was very neutral. She had some digitals, but she also had some original pages. You know, she's over in Italy, so she has the coolest book pages and stuff like that. She had some music page, which I have a couple pieces here. If I maybe go like this. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Let's see, I guess we could put one maybe like here. Do sideways. How about that? It's kind of overcast today. Warm as usual in Florida, but it's overcast outside. So it's a good day for crafting. Let's use some of this music page. I'll probably have to cut some of that off to make it, to straighten it out or whatever, because I'm a little off top and bottom, but that's okay. That is a-okay. I'm going to try to use up the pieces as I rip them. I'm going to try and use them up so I don't have a bunch of ripped pages. Anyways, I made this. For a few days, I was trying to put together some sort of a planner because I'm not doing very well being organized and when I have to get things completed. And so I spent a few days, I kind of made a planner on my computer and then I sort of practiced using it to see if I thought it was going to work for me. And I was so excited. I'm just going to leave this on here. I was so excited because I thought it was going to really work well. Oh my gosh. Talk about getting me more and more confused. So it's back to the drawing board. And what's worse is I printed out a bunch of pages and I bound them because I thought it was going to work. But back to the drawing board because it really is not working. I really need just which is what I kind of used to do, and I thought it wasn't working, and it's about the best working one. I just don't want all of that on there. It was about the best working one I had. So, and I use a composition notebook. I actually print out these planner pages that I designed a long while ago, just like they're weekly. And then I just write what I need to do, what I need to get done, you know. I started out with, like a menu planner on there, and oh my gosh, you guys, if you saw it, it was really extravagant. Like the regular planners, how much water you drink, your exercise, your menu plan. That's how it started. It's got the days of the week on the top, like going across the top, the days of the week, and then my to-do list lines. And it actually kind of works okay. I just didn't think it was working. But I think it is all in for me. I think what's going to happen is I need to like shorten things. Like I write everything out. Every word is written out because that's how I read it. That's how I understand it. That's what makes sense in my brain. And I need to learn maybe to abbreviate things and not make a to-do list. Like if I want to put get a video up, I think I need to just list it on the day it's going to go up, and then I can look ahead and see if it's got to go up that day, when do I have to do it? Because if I do the steps of creating the video, it gets confusing if I'm off a day, or something. Anyways, so that's back. So we are back to the drawing board with that. So it looks to me like I'm probably going to end up just altering my planner page that I have out by my computer, my composition notebook planner page. Again, to suit my videoing schedule. But you know, I used to do 1 video a week, and now I started trying to do 2. And now I'm trying to do like every other Sunday. But I kind of want to do every Sunday, but that's a lot of work. In terms of, it's not a lot of work by any means, but in terms of how long it takes for my videos to download and that kind of thing. This is pretty plain. So I'm going to put that over on my scrap pile. I got some of these. Because when I make a video, it takes almost all night for that video to get into the cloud for me to be able to edit it. And that's the holdup. That's the thing. In terms of time, I have to wait for, I videotape on my phone, and then I have to wait for it to upload to the cloud. And then y'all know I have a PC. I don't have a Mac for my computer, but I have an iPhone. So it's 2 different platforms. And it just takes a long time to upload. And then for me, once it's in the cloud, I can download it pretty quick onto my computer. And then I can edit it or whatever. But boy, it sure takes a long while for it to get there. So that limits like how many times you can create videos in a week, because you have that upload time and all of that. If I wanted to invest hundreds of dollars in a camera, I could probably just take that and hook it up to my computer, and then it would just download, but I don't have that kind of money yet. So that's really not a real option for me. These little pieces I'm going to put in my scrap because they're good for backing type. And I think if I do this straight, I can put that right on the edge. I think so. Yep. I know Gail Augustinelli does not edit her videos, so, and I do believe, I'm not positive, but I do believe she said she has like an Apple laptop, so hers, she just has to upload it, because once it's in her cloud like that, you know, like it's cross-platform, it's so easy. Like you can AirDrop. All you Apple users know all this. Those of us who kind of come from the PC realm, this is all new stuff. But you can AirDrop. Like I can AirDrop from my phone to my iPad, or my iPad to my phone, because it's the same platform. But anyways, so it just means that it takes too much time, so I can't do videos every day, where Gail does videos every day. God bless her. I don't know how she does that every day. I have a lot that I do, so. And it sure sounds like she's a busy cookie too, so I'm just not sure how she fits that all in. I have this paper up here in the corner, so I'm thinking that I might be able to put a piece right down here. And I do have it sideways, so maybe I want to go up and down. But yeah, people that do videos every day, like if I was younger, that would be fine. I think I'm going to put it right here. I just really like it right there. If I was younger, that would be fine. But when I was younger, I had a full-time job, and then I had kids. And then actually, as I got a little older, I had my grandkids with me that I was raising. So I just haven't had that kind of time. Like, I can't imagine with my life with my kids or my grandkids doing videos often. I was way, way, way too busy with them. Okay, it looks like we have 1, 2 of these. We want to put a little bit more music maybe up here is what I'm thinking. And let's do, I could do it upside down. So if we do it this way, I'm trying to make a straight edge so I can keep this paper for something if I want to, because I have a lot of it. And I'm thinking that I could just do this upside down because we don't know what direction our tags are going to go. So I don't think it matters. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, past, present, and future. I normally say that at the end of my video, but I got a note from a new subscriber, and I was excited. She asked, evidently in one of the projects that I did, I used the graph paper and that I had colored, and she asked if I had that as a digital, and I did not. I mean, I had it, so I put that in my Ko-fi shop. So if anybody's interested, and I let her know that I was going to upload that to my Ko-fi shop, because I also put in, I don't know if you guys all know this, but in my Ko-fi shop, I have free digitals. If I use things, I will try to put them in there. And I also put, let me show you real quick. So today I put this one in my Ko-fi shop. It's the 3 Christmas tags, and then I had a piece of Christmas background paper, and I just put that on there for collaging or whatever. And this is free in my Ko-fi shop. If you want to go and download it and use it towards your winter projects, I'm going to be, my rendition of this project that I'm doing is going to be geared towards Christmas, because I have a couple of Christmas journals in the works. So I thought that I would utilize this to do Christmas stuff. So I had that in my head, so I designed those tags, and I thought, oh, I'll put those in my Christmas shop, or in my Ko-fi shop for everybody. Okay, this right here is a digital that we used for a different project, and I'm sure it was probably for one of Rachel's challenges, because it's right up the alley of what she would use. I'm going to kind of go diagonal here a little bit. Okay, see if we can get that to fit right there. I think so. But anyways, thank you to that new subscriber. I think her name was Julia or Julie. And that's what's so neat of when people comment, or they can ask you questions, or ask you to, you know, gee, could you do something like this, or could you do something like that? I just love that, because if I can, that gives me, you know, extra ideas for videos and stuff. So I love that. And I was putting that Christmas, the Christmas tags in my Ko-fi anyway, so I thought, why not just upload that for anybody that might want to use it, like our new subscriber. I appreciate her so much. Ooh, that would be good right there, or maybe right here. I think I'm going to do this upside down. Maybe. Or maybe like that. I think like that. And then we can do one in the, oh, we could do, oh, no. Gosh darned it. Oh, we could put it right there, but that's pretty close to this one. I wanted something a little bit further away. Oh, maybe there. Okay. Upside down and over and around. I'm just trying to split them up. When we cut these up, who knows what they're going to look like, but I just thought if we separate them, we know that these two won't be on the same tag. Then we'll use this piece. Oh, one of my hairs. Oh, right here, maybe. And then we'll have to make sure we put a piece right here. This is pretty cool. I don't often have enough like neutral papers to make an all neutral masterboard. And I don't have, I think Rachel used some embroidery pieces, I think they were machine embroidered, but they were very pretty. And she used that. And she also used some silk flowers as the topper for her tags. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's such a cool idea. And I just got done a while ago. We could put that there. Maybe save this piece. I just got done a while ago taking apart a bunch of silk flowers. And taking the plastic pieces off of them because I thought there's got to be a way to use these. So I thought I would dig those out and maybe try and use those. Oh, we can put that right there. Upside down and turn around. Okay. And I don't have any empty spaces here, so this would be the next space, but I don't want to use that there. There. Now let me just look real quick and make sure we have everything covered. Oh, we have a little piece right here. Let's see. You know what? We have a little piece of this that would be perfect. So we can save all these little pieces as backing. Okay, where was it? Oh, it's down here. Okay. Put it right there. Okay, perfect. And the rest is filled in. Okay, so these right here, these pieces, we're going to go ahead and put in our, like our neutral scraps. Put right in here. I should be able to use my cutter. So basically what Rachel did is she just made different size tags, keeping in mind that her mom made were very small little tags that were really cute. I think she called them Juju tags or Juju. I guess I don't know why that name. If that's she's from Australia, I think, so maybe that's a name that they use. Okay. So let's make. I'm going to turn it this way so I can measure. And we're going to measure 3 by 4 1/4, 3 inches by, okay, let's make them 2 3/4. Okay, and then this one, we should be able, how long is this one? It is 8 1/2, so 4 1/4. We could make a 4 1/4 inch tag. Y'all know I use my cutter upside down, but it's the way I can see it. So if we make it 4 1/4, that'll be a cute little tag, right? About 4 1/4, close enough. And they don't have to be exact. Rachel's were not exact. We like that. Let's make kind of like that size. So it's, would we say 2 3/4? Yep, let's do another like 2 3/4. And then 4 1/4. Okay, and then she made a couple of tall tags. So if we made, here's our line right here, our page line, like that. So we could make this 3. Wow, if they're 8 1/2, if we made them 2 1/2, I don't know, 2 1/2. That's kind of a long, skinny one. And what if we made this one? Now this is now, I gotta measure now, 5 1/2. So we would need 2 1/2 and an 8, 2 5/8 maybe. 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8, something like that. And these, yeah, they're all a little different size, but that's okay. Then this one, I think that's all we need for our project. This one I may turn into some tags and journaling cards. So I'm just straightening that off because I really like these. She had tall tags too, but I can't imagine that I need, if I take off 3, no, if I take off 2 1/2 or 2 3/4. Okay, and then we, and this is 11, so we would need 5 1/2, give or take. We'll just make them all tags. And then if we make this, would make a good journaling card right there. Journaling card. And so we have 3 1/2. We want a little over 3 1/2. 3 1/2. little over. And we have some wider tags. Okay, so we're going to turn this one into a journaling card. So I am going to, just to tell myself that, I'm going to round the corners. And I'm going to put this one in particular in my unfinished journaling tag pile. And these are our tags. Kind of cool. So basically we want to make a tag shape. And these don't have to be the same. For beginners, if you take off one corner and you flip it over and hold it onto the other, then your corners should be about the same. And then you can use that as a template, even if your tags are not the same size. If they're wider, you can still use it as a template. Let me show you. So if you have a wider tag like this, you can still use this. And then just move this over and do the other side. And you just have a wider tag. Okay? I'm going to do that to this one as well. And this isn't rocket science, this is all pretty easy, really. Now, these are the same, so. And you don't have to make the tops tags like that. You could just round them. Let me see if we use a 1/2 inch. You could just round the tops like this. That would make a good tag as well. So let's do that to a couple. Let's see. The glue is still a little wet, so the cutter's not working real great. Okay, let's make another one like that. Okay, and then these I'm going to go ahead and cut. And normally when I collage things, I do sew around them, but you don't have to do that if you don't have a sewing machine. And then what Rachel did after this is she might have done it before this, but either way. Okay, she also rounded the bottoms, and I usually do that to my tags anyways, because when I put them in a pocket, they seem to slide in and out a lot easier. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna use my quarter inch, and I'm just gonna round the bottom real quick of these. Okay, so I've got these all rounded at the bottoms, and then Rachel went ahead and started decorating, and I want to real quick go and see if I have if I can find those silk flowers that I took apart and find some fabric or something to make toppers for these, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I gathered up, these are all like silk flowers that I took apart. Took all the plastic out of them and separated them by color. These are some leaves. And these, I didn't know what to do. These were like sunflowers and they had these little pieces on them. I wasn't sure that I wanted to throw those away, so those are stuck in there as well. And then I pulled out some fabrics. These are my bits and pieces fabrics, like little tiny pieces. And I pulled out, this is a Christmas fabric that I thought might be okay to use. Here's some small little doilies and some lace. I know that Rachel used machine stitched embroidery on one of hers. This is some lace that I have. This is from my mom's wedding dress. And this is some cantha fabric. And these cantha fabric pieces I take apart. Like if you pull them, you get numerous different kinds of fabric. Look at this. Like literally, there's 3 different kinds of fabric right there. And depending on how the design changes, you could have more and more and more. So I go ahead and pull these apart. My idea is to do a few Christmas tags in this manner, the way Rachel does it, and then maybe a couple others that would be more universal towards other journals. But look at this. This one's going to be all green, obviously, but look at this. There's like another piece in here sewn in. And this one, just all you have to do is cut the sections and it's different, you know? So I thought we could use some of this. I save all these little pieces too. Okay, and then I went ahead on my computer and I pulled in a bunch of Christmas graphics. Thought we could use those. I went ahead and fussy cut these out, these Santas. And I thought we would just try to decorate these tags. They are all coffee, they have the coffee paper on the back, so we don't have to back any of them. Just have to remember what's top and what's bottom of these ones that we did. And, oh, I wanted to show you. So I took, let's real quick. I took 2 of these pink flowers and I used my Copic markers and I colored them red. So we're going to use these. I'm going to do I thought we could do a kind of a Christmas one real quick, and we would look at this fabric. There's cardinals. And maybe we could take something out of this fabric and put it on there. I don't know. Let's see. If it'll let me tear it. If not, we can... Yep. And then... Oh, that's kind of cool. This needs to go on probably a smaller tag though. Like if we did this, make sure I'm in camera shot here. Maybe I don't know if I can bring it in any closer than that, maybe a little bit closer. And then I have to remember that I'm zoomed in so I stay in camera. Could do this. We could make these our topper. Look at that. Wouldn't that make a cute Christmas tag? But I'm thinking that we want maybe a label or something. So I've got labels right here. Probably want to do something rather small. Oh, I love it. Okay, tag 1. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac just because I'm using fabric. Let's see if it'll come out. And these are tags that I stamped on masterboards. How cute that is. And this one, we just want to do half of this, maybe a third, like. I'll hold that down. I hope that holds. I hope that sticks. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna. Feels like it is. I think it is. And this one, in order to color it, I had to, because it's like curved up, I cut it apart a little bit. So I want to make sure that I don't I'm going to think that I want that sort of at the top, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I think my idea is I don't want to totally flatten it down because that'll really take that apart where I cut it. Maybe like that. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then I'll bet I have hold on, I'm looking. Some bling that we could probably put in the middle of that. Let me see what we got. I don't know if we want something bigger than that or not. Let's see. I don't think so, but I definitely think I'm going to need my tweezers if I'm going to use this. Let me find them. Because these are tiny, tiny. And I think the key to this is to put a little dab right in the center of the Fabri-Tac. And then put our, I'm thinking maybe a green one. Right there. Oh, I like it. Okay, look at that. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do another Christmas one just because I want to get a couple Christmas ones done. Do we want to do a bigger one like this maybe? Now we don't want to use the same fabric. I want something a little different, so I'm thinking maybe we could use some lace. And then put like our Santa on there. I think that'll work. So I need to get my fabric scissors. Oh yes. Or do we want to put a blue Santa on there? Well, that might be kind of cool, huh? Let's try that because I have blue flowers, so let's find a blue label. Something, something. Am I in camera here with the... Yes, I am, sort of. Maybe we'll move this up a little because I think this is in camera, but we're not right here. I don't want it to say fine art, which is a really pretty label, but it does say fine art, and I don't think we need to say that. I do have some Christmas words, but I was kind of thinking of staying away from that. We could use green or red, but I'm really, I see a blue. Oh, 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 oh. I think maybe that. And then let me show you what I have. I have these blue flowers. Oh, I think that would be so pretty. Right? Okay. Fabri-Tac first. That'll make kind of a unique tag, having it, you know, because some Christmas colors are the blue. Then we want to put this on here. Like there. We want to put our Santa on here, and you could distress these if you want, or use any graphic that you want, but I know I had these on my computer. I think I actually downloaded these from the Graphics Fairy, the free downloads. So you can always just look there. She has some great graphics. Oh, look at that. I love it. Then maybe go like this. Good thing I don't have nail polish on. Well, I have clear on, but just a note, 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac, man, plays havoc on your nails. Oh, I love this. Pretty. And then, do we want to put something in the center? maybe a little gold one. What do you think? Okay, pick that up with your tweezers. We're going to put a little dot right here. Pick it up with our tweezers, I hope, and drop that right there. Perfect. I just want to make sure it's stuck pretty good. Okay. Oh, I love it. Look at that. So now we have 2 Christmas tags, and they're in the same kind of realm of what Rachel did. Okay, we're going to deviate away from Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to take my Christmas stuff and move those, and maybe just try to do a plain one because we're almost out of time. Let's see, so we've got a tag right here, and let's do something a little different. Let's find a fabric. These are some of the Cantha fabrics in that. Ooh, that's a bright one, huh? Do we have, oh, we have bright yellow flowers and leaves. Let me see. Oh, I like this. Oh, maybe we need to go a little bit less flashy, Tommy. We could do this with the pale yellow flowers. I think would be pretty. Okay. And this is a piece of like brown and gold fabric that might tone this down just a smidgen. Like that. Oh, I like that. Okay, this is going to be really totally different. I love it. Also, I had some of this I thought would be kind of pretty. Oh, here's a piece right here. Okay, we'll put this right here. Okay, I think we got it. By golly. Okay, that's going to be our kind of lacy fabric, right? Then we're going to put this piece down next. Okay, and then we're going to put this down beside it. Once I get it down, if I need to pick it up and put glue under pieces, I can, but I need to get it down because they're so tiny. There, I want that to go over that. Okay, now we're just going to go around and we're going to kind of fill in glue areas here. There. Put a little right there. Put a little in here. And a little right there. Okay. Wow. I had a lot of strings on that. Okay. Let's see what we have in here that might match. Oh, that's kind of nice. I think I like it on the bottom. I kind of like it on the top if it wasn't upside down. I think we'll put that there. See if we want anything else. That's two the same. yellow and brown. I think I like it. And then we will put something up here on the top. Let's get these glued down. This is pretty cool. I'm putting a lot of glue on this one because this is at the bottom of the tag. And I need to be sure that it's glued very well so that it doesn't catch on anything when you take your tag in and out of your tuck or your pocket. So I want to be sure it's stuck really well. These are kind of different colors I don't normally use. Now, do we want it like that? Or do we want it like that? Or do we want it like this? I think we want it like this. So I want to put this one in place and then tuck the other one behind it. So this, and then I want to tuck this one behind it like this. There we go. Sorry, I got something caught in my throat and I can't seem to clear it. Now we have some pale yellow flowers that would be pretty. I also have these bright ones. But I'm kind of liking these. However, I was wondering if we can't just put like a piece of lace up there, would be kind of pretty. Let me see what I have for lace. Let's try this one. Maybe we can just double over a flower like that. I think that would be really pretty. So I'm going to cut it right here. Like, look at this pin. It's so tiny. I don't know how you would pin fabric with it. I found a whole bunch of them. I don't know. Okay, and we're going to put this one right here. Like this. Then we'll do the same right down here. Oh, I like it. And there we go. So I think we are really close to time. If we're not over, we're pretty close. So I'm going to just move this stuff aside, and then we'll just recap the 3 that we made. So here's the 3 different tags that we made, and that's kind of my rendition of Rachel's weekly challenge. And let's see if I can get you up any closer. There. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to all of my new subscribers, my old subscribers, my future subscribers. I really appreciate you guys so much. And thank you to the new subscriber. I think her name was Julie or Julia, who asked if I had that graph paper. So just to let you know, I did go ahead and put it in my Ko-fi shop, along with my Christmas tags. Where are they? I piled stuff up over here, so now I can't find anything. Right there, my Christmas tags. So let's out a little bit. So here's my Christmas tags. Those are in my Ko-fi shop. They're free in my Ko-fi shop. I hope you visit. I have a couple other digitals in there. I don't put a lot in there. Just if I'm using something and I'm creating it, then I might just stick it in there if I don't make a whole kit of something. Also, all my kits are available on my Etsy shop, so visit there as well. And thank you, Rachel, for the inspiration. I can't wait to put these in my Christmas journals. And this came out so cute. Not that I need more ephemera for my bee journal, but wouldn't it be cute to put a bumblebee on here? That would be really cute. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.